And speaking of horror, we have The Boys, and it is getting bloodier and more gruesome every season. This is the final season. We had the new trailer. What are your first impressions on this one?
Yeah, I just like it. Like, I don't know how else. Like, I was really trying to think if there was something unique I had to say about it. This is why I didn't do like a TikTok video. I feel like everybody's kind of covered the bases. It's more of The Boys, right? Like where things left off in season 4 with Butcher getting powers that are kind of like Venom. Like that's how it looked like to me. Like he has Venom powers based off the tumor. And then, they're just going for it. I think that's the biggest thing. Where it's like, especially now how, we try to stay out of politics, I think, especially on our pop culture podcasts and like, on Geek Freaks and stuff like that. But the world is becoming this point where it's like politics feels like it's just invading our pop culture as well. Whether it's something we're going to talk about later with the Paramount deal and the Warner Brothers deal, but also like seeing Homelander sit in the White House on the chair with his feet up just feels a little bit too of the times right now. So,
well, the funny thing about that is that's straight up off a panel of him doing that exact thing. So it's not that current stuff's invading politics. It's just that our lives are like all creative art is, political in some sense, one way or another. This has always been that way. It's just unfortunately real life is getting so comical that it's starting to fit into the comic books a bit more. We have Lex Luthor out there,
I know. A few of them we could probably name seriously, but I think that's the thing though I really appreciate about season 4, which differed very much from the comics. Which was like season 4, they fully had like Starlighters versus Homelanders, which was completely an analogy for like MAGA versus more liberal thinking people. And so
quote unquote Antifa, if you were to put a name on it type of thing.
Right. So like, Kripke himself has said like, oh, if you thought we were bad before, we're going to go for it. And this is the last season. So I feel like, and it's greenlit, it's shot, it's coming out. Man, if you don't feel they're calling you one way out one way or the other, if you're on one end of the spectrum, like it's completely going over your head at this point.
Yeah, and this kind of reflects back to us talking about Scary Movie. You have to learn to laugh at yourself, guys. I mean, even if you are, it doesn't matter what side of the aisle you're on. If you can't poke fun at yourself, then you're too tight and you can't enjoy comedy. And this whole cancel culture, who you probably have spouted in the past, oh, cancel culture's ruining everything, whether or not it's Rob Schneider or something else that you like. It doesn't matter if you can't take a joke. And The Boys is going to push you on that. It's going to test that limit for you, just like the Scary Movie. We already know that much. So I think I'm looking forward to it. Even the political stuff, I think I could take the hits. I know that much.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, they've gotten this far and they always find a way to, this is what's so good about The Boys. It's like, even though that is like the subtext, that's the world that we're living in. Not actually, but like the world we're living in when we're watching the show, they always end up making it about the characters. So I think that's what's the best part about it. It's like, okay, again, we know that Butcher, I was called it Bitcher. Butcher was like,
that's a superhero name.
Right. I mean, Neuman was about to kind of like get on their side and really help them out. Right. And then Butcher just flips the script and just murders her. And now he's on the run. We still have The Boys. We finally see that A-Train is kind of coming back. Like he's 180 from who he was at the start of season 1 till now. He's fully like went from the 7 to now he's on The Boys pretty much, right?
Incredible character development on his part. I love his character.
So good. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And I think that this trailer is like showing that now. I think if I had to throw out a theory, he is somebody that doesn't make it through the season. I think A-Train will die at some point. I don't want him to. I love him as a character. But I think so. They do a good job. Even the last little button at the end of the trailer, which is like, I forgot what he says. He says something, and then Kimiko says something, and she talks to him, and he's like, "Wait, you talk now?" Like that little button, you're like, yes, like, oh man, just good characters in The Boys.
Really good characters. I think a lot of us identify with Huey, and just the kind of the extremes around each person. Kind of you feel it there. We have some of what's it called? Gen V people in here too. And so we're gonna be mixing in some of the spinoff. I think this is gonna be a really good one. And what I love is like typically with a show, there are certain things they won't cross. They're not gonna kill like every character. They won't kill the main characters. In this one,
Mhm.
Earth blowing up is not a 0% chance. Like, I could see
Right.
Homelander winning and just deciding to nuke the entire planet. That could easily happen.
That's
You know?
true. Yeah, yeah. Because this does have that element where it's like nobody, like anything could happen. It's not
Yeah.
full Game of Thrones, but there's like who knows, and absolute power we see in this one too. They're talking about a early version of Compound V that makes you immortal. And if that's what
Yes.
Homelander is going for, because the last couple seasons we've also seen he's like plucking out white pubes. So he knows
Yeah.
he's aging and like maybe he's losing his powers or something. So if he gets that ultimate version and he's invincible plus, immortal, man, yeah, nobody's safe. Could be
It's
crazy.
gonna be good, guys. I just can't wait for it. I have so much fun watching that show, and
Me
yeah,
too.
it's gonna be good.